States, you've seen much the same. So Team King serving up with Batania de la Cruz. Dump is picked up. That one's ripped by Carstello, the left-hander.
And we're going to see Carstello being used consistently out of the back row. She's going to be used, of course, on the right side, but she's such an integral part of this offense that it's going to be fun to watch her get set over and over again.
It's going to be fun to watch you get all over the arena. Nice shot of Selima Rockwell there. Sybeldon tips inside, and this one will go right side for Atkinson, who rolls it. 6'5", number 16.
I'll tell you what, Sheridan Atkinson has so much game. She can absolutely bang it on the right side, and we all know that. But to see her mix up her shots and see the defense and really use her volleyball IQ, super impressive.
The Long Beach native who transferred to Purdue said, on day one, I was under-equipped. That ball's off the block and out of bounds right off of Atkinson. She said, I had snow in my face, my ears were numb, and when I got to class, I melted.
That's about right.
Two right side, Atkinson, that's a nice high swing. And put away in the middle. Overpass, Nia Grant feasts. I think that was a DoorDash right to the top of the tape.
And you're going to see here in rotation 1, you're going to watch Carstello run all the way across the court to get over to the right side and hit where she's most comfortable.
Right side of your screen tracking over there. Larson tips it and can't be handled by King. Yeah, that's unusual to run that far. Why are they doing that?
Well, it's interesting because they have Jordan Larson. They want to stack all the players to the left to get Larson over here on the left side of the court, and then just send Carstello on the right side. Sometimes lefties aren't super comfortable on the left, with, of course, the exception of Holly Tolliver, who is in this league playing outside.
Deja McClendon this time off the top of the block. Not quite enough free ball coming. Nice play by Carstello. She handled it and put it away.
Well, and that's going to be trouble. Anytime a free ball is coming over the net, an easy play. Kaylee Manns does a nice job getting that ball fast to Carstello. That's what she likes, a fast ball that's a little bit tight, and she gets on it good.
As you look at Carstello, if you're scoring at home, that was low, Manns low. Down the line, Grant is dug, and Sybeldon has to go lefty. De La Cruz out of the back row is just over. I think the left toe got over the line. Try and give you some two-box coverage, follow a particular player throughout a rally. Give you a little look inside the court. Our intrepid crew that will be here the entire month of March. After we play this weekend, we will be here all the way to the final weekend. That will be 5 weekends of play here in Athletes Unlimited. There's Holly Tolliver, stuffed by Carstello. So Lowe trying to establish some dominance there on the right side.
Well, you know, maybe one lefty knows another. She lined up on her right hand on Tolliver's left hand perfectly and dropped into that seam.
Give you an ISO on Carstello. She will go to that right side once again. Do you go right back to Tolliver, Selima, if you're the setting? You're doing the setting?
No.
Serving-wise, apparently you do. So that is plus 12 for an ace for Jordan Larson. That is minus 12 for Holly Tolliver passing. There are pluses and minuses for each action in Athletes Unlimited. Remember, an individual title inside of a team setting. This time Tolliver handles it. Atkinson perfectly done down the line.
Man, that's such a big swing, and that's what you're going to see on both sides of the court. A lot of back row attacks, especially when the setters are moved forward and the block moves with them. They're going to want to reverse the flow, and they have that opportunity with their attackers out of the back row.
Dolly Rosado left on an island there. Jump serve, that ball's too tight. Danya De La Cruz inside. There's the international heat.
Oh man, that's the heat I love. I mean, she has so many angles and such great vision, but she's got heat, especially going cross court. We saw this earlier this week where she hit a 4-4 shot and almost decapitated Cassidy Lichtman. She got her hands up.
Dominican Republic National Player of the Year at just 19 years old some time ago. Deja McClendon heats it up, but just wide. So Deja with the miss wide, and we're back to a 2-point differential. Tolliver pretty consistent with that jumper. And just like that.
Isn't that always the way?
So -8 there for Holly Tolliver.
We're going to see if Sybeldon goes after De La Cruz as a passer hitter, kind of work that seam.
Short, that one pushed over, dug up. Good opportunity for purple. Low, right down the line, nice and high.
And you know, it's not what Orange, they know. They don't want to send free balls over. They're trying to avoid it, but they got to get some swings so they don't have these easy free ball plays for Carcelo to score.
2016 bronze medalist, and +8 for that kill. Perfectly done down the line. Still working on Tolliver. She's the serving target. De La Cruz. Sybeldon with the defense. Larson back row. Good.
When I was waiting for this connection, we saw them working on that this week. The connection wasn't quite there. She was tipping a lot out of the back row, but it looks like they've got that rhythm. She's on that first step as soon as Mans touches the ball and gets on it quick.
Jordan Larson, multiple-time Olympian and medalist for the United States. Makes the dig there. And that one was going out, but it found Tolliver.
Nice dig off the top. Larson just pops her hand up, makes the play.
12-6, Team Sybeldon doubles up early. Each week we will have a draft on Tuesday evening following 3 nights of play. Our guaranteed rate draft recap coming at you right now.
Must maintain distance. Masks must be worn at all times.
Going into this week's draft, I had the good fortune of knowing that I had the first pick, so I reached out to Jordan Larson early in the day to see who she wanted on the team and to see if that matched with the vision that I had, and fortunately it did. She and I were both just looking for good competitors, good teammates, and people that we vibe with on the court. I think chemistry is a huge part of volleyball, and especially in a setup like this where you're on a new team every week. I really wanted a team that would have good chemistry, and so that's kind of what I had in mind with each pick, and I think we got that this week, so I'm pretty excited for the weekend.
Salima, I think she got team chemistry and talent, both, with the Team USA picks, followed by some players that know each other well. She's good friends with Kayla Mans.
Well, I mean, that's a tough combination to beat. I mean, you've got players that have played at the highest level, all playing together. They're used to one another. They like how one another plays, and it's flowing really nice right now. They're creating some opportunities to get a lot of free balls back, and that's what you want. You want to disrupt the other side of the net.
Sybeldon out of Folsom, California. Dad was an NFL football player. Mom was a dancer. Played at Washington, actually over the changeover there from Jim McLaughlin to Keegan Cook. Playing for the cause for Mom. Each player playing for a different cause, benefiting charities and causes that they want to support. This is about so much more than just athletics, Lima.
Well, that's the beauty of this entire league. It's playing for charities. It's what the founders have done and wanted to create for this league, for these women, to really amplify them, their voices, and give them an opportunity to do more.
Be more than just athletes, but civic leaders, and an integral part of development of this league. Anything from the graphics you see on the floor to the presentation of the overall court to anyone who is involved with the league. Sybeldon still working on Tolliver. I believe that's going to be a double call. In fact, it is.
It is a double call. It's the right call. And Sybeldon's going to continue to work this line, not because Tolliver's not a good passer. There's a lot going on. She wants to jam up Nia Grant here on the slide and create just a one-dimensional kind of offense, and that's what we're seeing happen.
That ball's long. We're following Jordan Larson up there, number 10 in purple. Originally out of Hooper, Nebraska, of course, starred for Nebraska before Team USA. Almost a prototypical outside hitter in the modern game, the way you would draw it up. 6'2", has all the skills, and at this point has played a ridiculous number of pro seasons. Turkey, Russia, Athletes Unlimited now added to the list. Little inside slide there.
And that's what Gribbenmeyer is so good at. She's so good off of 1 foot. She gets on the ball high. She gets on the ball fast. She'll hit it in front of the setter, or she'll go ahead and go behind the setter. It's nice to see that connection there with Mans.
Lauren Gribbenmeyer out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Like the rest of the world, these women, many of them coming out of lockdown, seasons having ended early in 2020. This their first action in quite some time. That ball pushed along the net. Gribbenmeyer picks up another. Salima, what's that ramp-up process like if you're an athlete? You've been off for a long time. How do you get your body going safely? I think Salima's down on the sidelines, mister. Ask her in just a second. De La Cruz pops it through the block, and again Larson is there. McClendon, that one looked like it was into the tape. Indeed, orange ball. This score is a little unusual. We have played a number of matches coming in. We did a scrimmage draft, and then we had a series of scrimmages with those teams. And the scores were close. As we have our first challenge. Each team gets 2 challenges per set. The opportunity to review nearly anything.
Well, and I think it's an okay challenge. Deja McClendon went up and hit that ball, and it looked like the tape. It hit the tape, but it may have also hit the right side blocker, and I think that's what they're challenging right now. I kind of thought it on my perspective, but we'll see where we are.
And indeed, off the cable and into the block. This happens a lot with the challenge system having come into play internationally and now collegiately. Over the last few years, this is a very common call where it hits the cable first and then hits the outstretched arm of the blocker, but in real time, it doesn't look like the blocker contacted it. Excellent work by our crew there, our net cam.
I'm trying to sneak a peek myself and see what we're seeing, but
yeah, that's going to be a touch.
No confirmed call yet.
It's coming. Touch on orange, replay called.
See, I'm not as blind as I thought I was.
Careful on your way back. It's a little dark there on the sidelines. Two challenges per team per set. You don't keep them. So it's not like the international system where you have 3 and you just keep them as long as you keep challenging. We will reset each set. And remember, we only play 3 sets here every single time. It is possible to win the first 2, lose the 3rd set, and lose the overall match. It's done on aggregate points for the match victory. That That ball thrown back down. Corey Crocker out of Michigan.
These are some of my favorite plays when a middle blocker goes up to block. They know the outside hitter can't swing at it, and they just kind of hang in the air, wait for that tip, and throw it right back down.
Sets to 25. Have to win by 2. That ball ripped right off into Morris. She pops it up anyway. De La Cruz, perfectly done.
Such unbelievable vision by De La Cruz. Ball's a little bit tight. She knows she needs to do something with it and tips it right over the top of the block. But man, a huge dig on the other side of the net to keep the ball alive.
That was Holly Tolliver in middle back. Bree King gets a good result there, but Gibbelmeyer puts it away, and that's the 1-foot attack you spoke of earlier. Bread and butter.
But I like it. Team Orange working that right side of the court too, trying to serve zone 1 to get something else happening. Mans just turns and faces, sets that slide to Gibbelmeyer.
Gibbelmeyer's a big target on that back slide. So back around to where we started. McClendon at the line. That's at row 1. That ball was down. A little campfire in area 2.
Well, and it's interesting. That's the first thing that happened. The first point, the ball still wasn't perfect to Sheridan. I think they still need to work out what does that ball look like on the outside to her in that rotation.
De La Cruz, who has a big jump serve. Here it comes. Well, Team Orange is going to take a little more risk with 2 jump servers over there. I like the variation. What's your opinion on the jump serve?
Well, I mean, I love the jump serve. I mean, people that are working the jump serve can absolutely rip it. They get teams on a system. There's risk and reward for sure, but it's worth the risk to just get the other team off balance. They're not used to seeing it. Love the jump serve.
Women's volleyball, Micah Hancock comes to mind for a ripping jump serve. The lefty, one-time setter for Penn State, who just set the all-time regular season record in Italy for aces in the regular season. That one is put right through the outstretched arms of Jordan Larson. Team Orange needs to make a move here in set number 1. Larson with the push throw.
Number 10, Jordan Larson with the kill point.
That's something that's gained popularity over the last 5 to 10 years. That one motion push.
Well, it's a really nice play when you don't have other options, and it's hard to defend. When you're at that point, that height above the net, it's hard to defend coming down at that angle.
Team Orange is destabilized. Why are they having such problems over there, Selena? We're having some communication issues down with Selena. That's all right. Keep working on it. Passing continues to be an issue. Larson inside the block for another kill.
Larson is just so good. It doesn't actually matter where the set is. I mean, she's got one that's in her sweet spot that she wants, but she can snap on top of it and score no matter where that ball is.
Athlete causes allow athletes to play their season in part for the benefit of a nonprofit organization of their choice. At the end of the season, the Give Lively Foundation will make a grant equal to 50% of the athlete's end-of-season bonus to their nonprofit partner.
I am playing for 4Mom. They're an Alzheimer's organization. Well, my grandma, on my mom's side, passed away from dementia last year. Seeing her go through that obviously kind of gives me some internal motivation to play for them. And then one of the founders, Braden Bishop, played baseball at Washington while I was there playing volleyball. So kind of dual reasons.
For Mom's mission is to unite professional athletes, coaches, patients, caregivers in our community in the fight against Alzheimer's, trying to create the world's first survivor of Alzheimer's by advancing awareness, supporting caregivers, and funding research. I'll give you some details on each of the causes as we go throughout our weeks of play here from Dallas, Texas. Fair Park Coliseum. I'm Kevin Barnett. She's Selima Rockwell. She's currently wandering around the arena, giving different perspectives as Jordan Larson gives some words of wisdom to Team Purple. Jordan Larson in our scrimmages was actually the number 5 finisher, just 4 points back of the number 4 spot.
Well, it's been really interesting to watch how these two teams are playing each other. They have been scrimmaging, they've been working their offense and trying to just find a rhythm with one another, but it's the Team USA that's used to playing with one another that we're seeing with the advantage right now.
Hey, Lima, I think we're trying to do a little interaction with the fans during this, right? I've got a question. If you can hear me, I'll relay it to you.
I'm ready.
That ball ripped again by Lowe. All right, Bleacher Buddy on Twitch wants to know, how's life in the Shield?
How's life in the Shield?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's awesome. We're so fortunate to be here, and it's been just incredible having this opportunity to be a part of it. But it's a challenge, you know. We have to keep everybody safe, and so there's lots of rules. We're wearing masks all the time, even when we're around one another. We're staying socially distanced, not eating near one another. I mean, there's a lot going on here, but it's awesome. There's no place I'd rather be right now.
All the delivery services are getting heavy work to the hotel. Salim and I are inside of the Shield, along with all the players and many of the staff. So we are at the hotel. We are here inside Fair Park Coliseum, and that is it. No going inside any other buildings until April.
Yeah, Kevin was trying to get someone to throw some food at us from inside a restaurant, but that's not going to work, I don't think.
Yeah. That ball was alive, no longer. Now, Team Sybeldon solidly in control here in set 1, 23-12. Selima, write me a path to a better second set for Orange.
Well, it all comes down to serve pass. I know everybody hears it all the time, but if they can just control the ball, they have the hitters that can attack it, the setters that can get the ball where they need it to go. They're just having a hard time playing next to one another, figuring out their seams and controlling the ball.
The goofy foot scissor kick jump serve of Kaylee Manns for set point. Carr still low, cleans it up, and set 1 is history. 25-12, Team Purple takes the win, and they get 40 points for each player in their overall player score for a set victory. It's 40 points for each set. It is 60 points for the overall. So after we play 2 sets, that third set will have 100 points on the line. 60 for the overall, 40 for the set. For right now, it's Team Sybeldon in control. Orange looking for the comeback.
Looking for even more? Upgrade your membership for a whole year of behind-the-scenes access. You'll also join the players in voting for game MVPs. Learn more about the Unlimited Club by visiting auprosports.com and clicking Unlimited Club in the upper right corner.
Back for our second set. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell. Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas. Match number 1 of Athletes Unlimited Professional Volleyball. Team Orange, Bree King captain there, and wearing the number 26. Looking for a comeback performance. They trail 25-12. And that is in the overall. Team Sybeldon is captaining Team Purple here in the inaugural weekend. Remember, we draft every Tuesday a brand new 10-round draft for 11-player rosters. And we will go play Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Individual points being accumulated from the very start to the very end of our season for an individual title to be awarded at the end of next month. So back to zeros we go in this particular set, but 25-12 overall still. That ball's still alive, popped up. Sheridan Atkinson through the block. And you can see the energy being generated. Nice read by Tolliver in the middle of that play. I think Orange knows they need to go here in the second set.
Well, there's definitely going to be a sense of urgency by Team Orange here. They understand the points that are involved and how much of a margin they lost by. So that's significant when you're looking at the total match wins as well.
Bree King got enough of that one. Nice move by Crocker to keep it alive. That one I think they wanted to lift, didn't get it. Atkinson wrists it over the top, and Sheridan Atkinson has gotten it off to a good start. I'd maybe try and streak her the ball a bit.
Well, and what she's doing so well is hitting that kind of that not straight dead line. She's hitting that line angle ball, that kind of right in between, and it's hard to play if you're hanging tight on the line, yeah, like Rosado is.
She's 5 for 9 right now. Boyle Yu on Facebook wants to know where the leaderboard is. The answer is make sure you check out the live updates at auprosports.com. We'll actually have a leaderboard coming up for you about a half an hour, 20 minutes after we're done, because you, the fan, get to vote. Make sure you join the Unlimited Club. Let's look at our current leaderboard. Remember, this is all individual actions plus the win points there. 65% of your points, roughly, are going to come from team actions. Set wins, match wins. As Atkinson again gets the ball. And Salima, you were a setter. Finding the hot hand. Here we go. Atkinson is it.
I mean, sometimes that's all you need. And for her on that outside ball, just go ahead and chuck it up for her right now until you find that rhythm, in-system kind of go ball. Just lay it up for her and let her go get it.
6 kills for Atkinson. De La Cruz just 2 so far. She's capable of going on a run. Mention the Unlimited Club. If you want to get an even closer look at the game, join the Unlimited Club for free and select your favorite player to select and unlock special access, additional content, and more. If you're looking for even more, you can upgrade your membership for a whole year of behind-the-scenes access and join the players in voting for game MVPs. Learn more about the Unlimited Club at auprosports.com. Click Unlimited Club in the upper right.
Number 26, Bree King with the kill point. Team King. Serving for Team King number 7.
So if you can't go to the actual hitters, might just try and do it yourself here if you're an Orange.
And those are the errors that obviously they can't afford to make. A floating serve, you want to just drive it, get it on somebody, and just work certain areas of the court. Unforced errors are huge in this game.
That ball called long, no touch. Carstelo, an error there. Lindsay Stalzer has checked in, number 29. Stalzer out of Kewanee, Illinois, at 6'1". One of those players that has played for a long time professionally. She is a polished outside hitter, one-time college middle. That one covered. Is there a swing to be had? Just enough. Nice dig by Atkinson. She's been playing that right back with efficiency. Deja McClendon fills the corner.
Number
Well, that's a beautiful shot by McClendon. Just the ability to hit that ball down the line and cut it as she's facing cross court and just cut it with her arm down the line and really find it.
If you're wondering, Deja McClendon has not always gone with the shaved head look. That is something new. Popped up, no swing to be had. Down ball. Stalzer. Blocked. Team USA takes care of it. Gibemeyer alongside Lowe.
Well, and right now, they just kind of take off. Gibemeyer on that ball, a down ball. She took off to the left side, so it was a nice solid block by she and Lowe on Salser.
Betty De La Cruz, that ball popped up. Here comes McClendon again. They're getting good touches, Team Purple, on Betty De La Cruz, really slowing down those attacks. Looking for a touch, waiting, nothing called. And several players signaling for a challenge. In fact, Captain did signal for a challenge, and we'll have it. Was there a touch on Karsta Lowe's swing?
Well, it looks like Karsta Lowe has gotten a couple of sets that were a little bit low, a little bit, I don't want to say too fast, but a little bit too low, and she's trying to get her feet to it, hitting it a little bit flat. So now they're looking for a touch here on that last play. And Kevin, if you can't find me, I'm over here by the orange bench. I made my way behind the bench.
I could not find you, so thank you. I was playing Where's Waldo. I was hoping you were wearing red and white stripes.
No, I'm in camo. You're never going to find me.
Here's a look at Lowe with Stalzer in front of her. And from there, that was close. Did the middle finger of Stalzer get a piece of that, or the ring finger? Maybe. May not be enough to overturn it. Hope you're enjoying our coverage here on the internet. A variety of sources. YouTube, Daily Motion, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook Live. Options for you to view this league. There are 8 matches across digital platforms, 22 across linear television. Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports 2, and CBS Sports Network will be handling the duties. It's Fox Sports 2 for match number 2 this evening. And that will be 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. local. So our referee's trying to make a decision. You at home can try and make a decision about this one. It's close. And if you want to listen in Spanish, Roger Valdivieso and Mary Martinez are handling the Fox Deportes coverage. They'll be doing 15 matches throughout the season in Spanish only. So if you speak Spanish or just enjoy the sound of Spanish, go ahead and tune in. So many different ways to enjoy this one-of-a-kind professional volleyball league. What began as a dream in August of 2019 has become reality this evening, February 27th, 2021. And our call has been determined after review. In fact, there was a touch. It did go through the fingertips. And you see no argument from Orange.
Well, except for over here on the bench. I mean, Corey Crocker was convinced. Convinced. maybe not so much.
Sybeldon to the line. Stalzer throws it deep. Normally a good shot, Larson there. Backslide picked up. Too tight and out of bounds. 7-5, so Purple back in control. They won the first set 25-21. So if you're following the overall right now, it is 32-17.
Well, it's good energy coming back, just like you talked about early on. I think Team Orange knows they need to just really pick it up and maybe trying a little too hard with that set. Atkinson, but that's a big miss, right? That's a setting, I believe, a setting error.
De La Cruz, and that'll go down as an ace for Sybeldon. Leona Sybeldon dyed her hair in honor of captainship. Little purple action in there.
A little hint of purple.
I thought it was fun. She told us before we got here how she would treat the draft. And sure enough, she followed her exact instructions. Outside hitter, middle blocker, opposite, outside hitter, opposite. Setter was in the 5th round. That's 3 rounds later than anyone else took a setter.
Well, it's so interesting how everyone is drafting at this point, what they're looking at, what's important, and you know what they play the greatest value or the greatest weight on. And with the setters all being so good, you know, we've talked about this before, you know, maybe that's just, hey, let's get the people that can score, can pass, and then fill in the setter.
Stalzer's way under. That will be called. A question from Twitch, Flip Daddy 2000 wants to know what it's like without fans. I think that's kind of on the regular for every sport now.
It is, and it's interesting. It's different, right? Because you don't hear anybody cheering. You don't feel that energy from the crowd, which is so huge normally. So it's very different, but what I like, they've been used to it. They're used to competing and scrimmaging one another, and so they can play off their own energy. That's the level of volleyball we're seeing.
Purple again raising the level. Coming into the weekend, who was your favorite in terms of success on the weekend? 3 matches across the 4 teams, Salima.
Coming in after the draft?
Yes.
Right now, it was purple, but at the same time, you know, man, all of these teams are so good. I like what Audie Cruz is doing with her drafting. I don't mean to be wishy-washy, but she's been winning, so I like that as well, and I like the energy of the blue team. I still have purple, I think.
Yeah, the execution of the purple team is winning things over. A lot of folks had chattered after the draft that Team Purple had really put together a squad. That has proven true through a set and a half. Another close from Gibbemeyer directly in front of that ball. Block there. Gibbemeyer also 4 for 8 offensively. Backslide, Grant. Whoa, and that one is blocked. Grant making her way to the left side alongside Stalzer. And those that follow closely will realize this was Team Bastianelli, but she is unavailable for this weekend. So it becomes Team King, and then Nia Grant was moved over because there weren't enough middle blockers on Team Orange. We lost Tori Dixon as well as Paige Tapp before this all began. So we will see next week about the availability of Ali Bastianelli. That one looking for high hands. Didn't find him. Good idea. Just missed.
She's really confident.
Oh, no, it was called. Sorry, called on their side. I was looking at the other linesman.
Yeah, this linesman called it right away. She was going for it. I saw it. Skipped off the top of the hands.
High flat. McClendon off and out. So the protocol is this: if a player becomes unavailable and a team has a need, you will have 3 players put into that pool, the last 3 players at that position. Each team has to offer up a player, and then the team that has the need will be able to select. And the next highest ranked player on the team becomes the captain. That's why it is Team King. Bree King was the next highest ranked player in terms of points in the scrimmages. So a little life in Team King, trailing by 4.
And I tell you, it's rallying by Sheridan Atkinson. She's making it happen. I mean, that set was kind of right at the 10-foot line. She wasn't completely ready. Just a little step close, and she can hit it into the corner with a little miscommunication on the purple side in that deep area of the court.
That intensity is a constant with Sheridan Atkinson. We had a fun conversation with her before we arrived here in Dallas. Perfectly handled ball. And Atkinson with the D. Both opposites playing some defense. And another block from Grant. Oh, that was Crocker, excuse me.
And Crocker just flies from pin to pin. She's so quick. Her ability to close, and even if she's not already all the way there, she gets her hands there, reaches in. presses back into the middle of the court.
That one with a left hand as she rose up into the seam. Right back over the top goes Gibbermeyer.
Well, Lauren Gibbermeyer is one of the fastest middles I think the country's ever seen. She gets up quick, she gets up high, and if you're not in a full commit on her tight slide or her on any ball really, and jumping when she is, she's going to beat you.
I love the overhand pass there as Betty De La Cruz picks up another kill. Not many in the women's game use their hands often.
You know,
reception.
No, they don't. They love their forearms, but some people just step in and take it. And if you're strong with those hands, you can get it in there and just kind of chuck that ball right to the target.
I think if there's an area people could train up, if you're looking to differentiate, that's one you could absolutely do. Larson, big gather, nice dig. NVA in the right back. That ball out of bounds. I didn't see a touch. I think Team Purple is claiming a touch.
I'm right on the line. I didn't see it, but I wasn't really staring at it. It looked like it may have grazed her on the way out the door. I'm going to see if I can get some.
I'm going to go with no. I had a pretty good view of it from here.
I don't think so either, but they were pretty quick to think she touched it.
Nomaris Velez Augusto.
Who's got a...
That's who came up with the dig there, number 40, the libero. Nomaris out of Corozal, Puerto Rico. I think NVA needs to stick.
I agree.
Down two, a little rally here for Orange. Thrown back again. Crocker with another block. So both middles have really gotten involved here in the second set, Salema.
And just controlling the net. I mean, it's more on the blocking end, and that's the thing. You never know what someone's value really is, or if you're not controlling the ball and you can't get set, you have to pick up other parts of your game, and that's what both middles are doing right now for Team Orange.
3-0 mini run, plus 12 for the stuff block there for Crocker. Just out of bounds. Another nice move, but Larson tools the block.
Now serving for Team Sybeldon, number 6, Lauren Gibbermeyer.
Jordan Larson, an only child, she said, pro volleyball taught me independence. She had to live all over the planet on her own. Remember when she was in Russia, that is not a light lift. To be in Russia on your own and the performance expected, but Jordan Larson, two-time Champions League MVP, back-to-back seasons for two different clubs.
I mean, there's so much she does that's impressive, but it's really the mental side of the game, and that's not something we talk about enough or that people hear about enough. Just being tough and being resilient, being able to play in foreign countries when people aren't, you don't have friends, you don't have anyone speaking your language. It's tough, and Jordan can do it and win.
Recently played in China, a shortened season there, a little over a month. De La Cruz, there is some international flair. That ball was in anyway, I believe. A touch called, but that ball looked like it filled the corner. For the moment, that has us tied. Short again, misconnection. Orange for the lead. Count it. Atkinson again. Sheridan Atkinson at 6'5". She told us, listen, everybody else is off. I'm fine.
That's right, 6'5" is where it's at. Like, everyone just stop talking about it. I don't want to hear it.
I'm normal size. You all are small. And if you are a little bit on the short side and you would like to dunk, Sheridan, she'll help you out. Ace service there. Betty De La Cruz.
And there's so much heat and action on the ball that Betty De La Cruz serves that her ability to score at will, or at least get the other team out of system consistently, is pretty high.
Timeout, Team Purple. Some pressure put on. Bree King and company. Now the aggressors here in set 2. Got out to a little bit of a lead, but then trailed 12-8. They have come back with an 8-2 run. Some misconnections for purple have been a big part of that, and Team Orange has taken advantage. Stalzer has subbed in at the outside hitter. That's been a good move.
That's been a really good move. I mean, she's explosive, she's quick, she can handle the ball. Team Purple started serving her right away. I don't know what they've been seeing in practice or what they know, but they were getting it on her, and she was handling the ball well and still able to convert.
Right now, you should head on over to auprosports.com to get your Athletes Unlimited gear and check out our fan zone. You can download your watch kit and participate in pick'em games. Don't forget to follow on social at AU Pro Sports for exclusive inside content. That's auprosports.com and AU Pro Sports across your favorite social media platform. So much more than volleyball being offered by this league, from what they expect from players, part of the player executive committee who have made decisions on every part of this league, to all the civic leadership and other engagement. You're going to learn a tremendous amount about these powerful women. And Lima, we have a wide range of women here too as well. Anything from just out of college. We're going to see Tiff Clark, who is just out of Wisconsin, captain in our second match. On to the veterans like Betty De La Cruz, back to serve now. Says she has a house, owned it for 14 years, really never lived in it. Mom and Dad just checking on it. That one's long out of the timeout.
Yeah, it's crazy. And back to your point, there's such a wide variety of professional experience and international experience, but it's been pretty fun to watch, especially some of the younger players who have a lot of spunk, have a lot of fight, playing well.
Mans, who was effective from the line in set 1. Orange would love to get her off the line, but Larson gets a swing to keep her there. And another. Crocker, good second contact, just to keep it alive. That one put away Sybeldon.
Oh, man. I like being down here on the court.
I thought you were going to dig that one.
No, that's not happening anymore. I can't get low enough. And she got on that ball fast and hard.
It keeps Kaylee Mans at the line. Kaylee Mans, part of what was an unprecedented run for Iowa State when she arrived. Atkinson over the top. Finished that on Mans. 2 years before she arrived at Iowa State, they had 3 wins. During her tenure, multiple 20-win seasons. A completely different squad in the Big 12. She's at the controls for purple. Finds Larson right through the orange block.
And that's the perfect pace, the perfect ball that Jordan Larson's been looking for. Fast ball to the pin, finds the space in the middle of the block. She gets on it quick, and Crocker just can't come up with it.
Yeah, I like that. It hit Crocker right up at the head. You want to hit those defenders high. It's hard to defend.
It is.
Hit it in the last little bit of the court. Look at that, Stalzer. He has springs.
Does. I mean, you can see as she lines up next to the other people at the net. You know, she's not one of the taller players they have, but she gets up. She has some good range. Her arm is fast, and she can use the block whenever she needs to.
The one-time mechanical engineering major at Bradley, she said, "Yeah, I don't know why I did all that work to then not use it ever." Cleaned up on top of the tape. Nice job by Sybeldon.
Well, you always see the plays that end it, but it's that first swing by Lowe that creates that overpass opportunity for Sybeldon to put away.
Yeah, Liana Sybeldon just received a promotion at work. She's been retired, been working in the real world. And how nice. You come here, you get to play again, you're a part of something special, and you get a promotion at work.
Yeah, she's pretty jacked up, and she's a captain. I mean, it's a good week. Back row chip shot. Atkinson playing her spot well.
Is that a gator from Mans?
Was a gator.
Deep corner is good. The gator plays.
I've seen two gators so far. I think Lowe had one on an easy ball, and Mans go ahead and gatored that ball, coming right in between your platform and an overhead.
And Mans likes to creep around that right back.
She loves to creep around. You can't tip on Mans. She's kind of just roaming around, waiting for anything to come up, and that's why some of those balls catch her high, but she can still dig them.
Yeah, if you get a chance, if you're going to put Kaylee Mans as your favorite player and get some of that extra content in the Unlimited Club, she's a fun hangout. Another one of those players that's been playing forever. Originally out of Kansas, Iowa State, also playing for Mom. High and deep, oh, just out. So Sybeldon has stretched it back out by 2 all of a sudden. After giving up that 8-2 run, calling a timeout, they're now +2. Sybeldon again back to the line, the new marketing analyst. No word on whether she has an assistant to the marketing analyst. Huge stuff block. Gibbemeyer and Lowe once again. I think that one's going to Gibby.
That was all Gibby. A beautiful block. Dropping into that hard cross court, dropping her hands into the court.
21-18, timeout Orange.
Dress like the pros with the Athlete line by Athletes Unlimited. Featuring high-performance Nike gear with the
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball is presented by Geico.
And feel unlimited on and off the court at auprosports.com.
Try and give you a little insight into what's going on mid-match here as we check in with Bree King. Bree, you guys had a nice run here in the second set. What did you change? What was working? What do you have to get back to right now?
Serve and pass is what we were focusing on. I think we're putting a lot more pressure on them in the serving game, and we just need to manage our out-of-system balls, and it's coming down to transition right now and who's lasting the rally.
Who's your serving target?
It changes. Seams, mostly seams.
Mostly seams.
Keeping it from Jordan.
All right, very good. Thank you, Bree. This has been Navigating the Wind, presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors, helping you navigate your financial future. Salima, are seams good?
Seams are great. I mean, especially the right seams. You know, there's certain people, like she talked about, keeping it away from Jordan Larson. Don't serve her seam, because she can, any seam, she'll grab it, she'll take it. So you got to look for the other passers and what they're doing. I came up here to the players box, so I might have something for you up here. We'll see. We'll see how this goes, Kevin.
See who's hanging out for that second matchup. It's going to be gold versus blue. That's Ari Cruz versus Tiffany Clark. Both players with previous draft experience. As you look at Bree King, now 48 points, well into the positive. But looking for a set victory, that would be plus 40 for team performance. Remember, we're playing an aggregate score for the overall win, but you get 40 points for each set victory. You get 60 for the overall aggregate victory, a combined score of all 3 sets. We will play just 3 sets, no more, no less. I'm Kevin Barnett. She's Salima Rockwell, somewhere inside Fair Park Coliseum.
I'm in the dark.
An undisclosed location, an undisclosed secure location.
Exactly.
And you have camo on, so good luck finding it. Over the top, into the corner. Perfectly done by Carcelo, 6'4", who out of her college career at UCLA went on a straight vertical trajectory like a SpaceX rocket onto the national team and a bronze medal with Team USA in 2016. Stalls are too tight. McClendon down the line. That could have been 4. It's academic now.
Number 6, Warren Kimmel
Gibbemeyer picks up another kill. Jordan Larson has 10. Karstelo has 8. Gibbemeyer just behind with 5. An efficient 5 for 10. (23-18). No Morris to Sheridan, who fires it deep. That was a thing of beauty.
And those are the swings that you're seeing really have a good effect on both sides of the court. They're working that back third of the court. International swings, very difficult to dig. Any of those balls that are coming kind of behind where you see the passers right now, that is where you want to swing and hit the ball. And that's what Sheridan Atkinson and Karstelo have been doing.
I'm glad our crack camera crew found you. There's another big block. Nia Grant once again. So what was a 9-2 run has turned into back-to-back points for Orange. A little work to do late in this set. It has been a topsy-turvy set. It was an 8-2 run Orange, followed by a 9-2 run Purple. And the Orange block has come alive here in the second. Working on McClendon. De La Cruz. A little outside the antenna. Another good touch. Inside the block for the kill.
That's the shot. That's my favorite shot right there. I mean, sometimes you don't even think that angle exists. Oh, it exists for her almost all the time.
It's your favorite because you're not in the left front.
No, for sure. I never will be. There's a reason.
Cassidy Lickman ate one of those yesterday. The run continues for Orange here. Need a couple more. Lamar is standing in, but that one put away. Count another one. That's now 6 for Gibbemeyer on the stats. I think it's going to update to 7.
Team Sybeldon's been so consistent with their passing and their defense. It's not just keeping balls alive and not just handling it. It's the quality of their touches.
Set point for the set. Mans gets it. That's a frustrating way to end set 2 if you're on Orange. 25-21. So 50-33 is our overall. Another plus 40 there for Team Sybeldon. They are racking up the individual points in the team setting with wins in the first 25-12 and then 25-21. So a 50-33 mark headed into set 3. Sheridan Atkinson did what she could. It was a good mid-run for Orange, but in the end, too much of Purple. Set 3 still on the way in our first match of Athletes Unlimited Pro Volleyball. Our Athletes Unlimited Volleyball is brought to you by Geico. Our players were asked to talk about self-belief, a time of reflection, and how it affected their career. Let's hear from Deja McClendon.
Coming out of high school, I decided to play for Penn State. And at that time, we had 9 incoming freshmen, and these girls were good. You're just surrounded by not only awesome incoming freshmen, but national champions on that team. And at that moment in summer, I didn't know where I stood, and I didn't know exactly what kind of impact I was going to have on that team. But I got in the gym, I worked my butt off, I really dug deep inside of me to find what it was that I wanted to show as a volleyball player. And I worked really hard, and I was able to make the starting lineup, and we went on to win the national championship.
I'll look at our Geico leaderboard after we talk about Deja McClendon, who's outstanding. You coached this one young woman.
Wow, she's such a phenomenal human and person. There's so much to say about Deja McClendon. But right now, they're serving her. This is what I'm impressed with. They've been targeting her a ton and passing really well. Of course, she can hit and score, but she's passing well right now.
Yeah, and she's 5th there on the leaderboard. You see all those possible negatives when you're getting served. It's -12 right away. Karsta, no surprise to see her up there. She's been ripping the ball. It is USA 1-2-3, followed by Captain Sybeldon in individual points. So national team experience matters. Top player on the opposite side is Sheridan Atkinson. And here is Karsta, the lefty. You can't set it too fast on the right.
You really can. I mean, she gets on it so quick, and they were setting her, and like I said, all around the court. They're setting her, of course, front row, but out of the back row when they need a big swing. But she has such great vision and range, no matter where that ball's coming from, and that's what makes her so effective.
Team Sybeldon, 40 points each, so 80 to each of the individual players. And that will be added to their individual points that you just took a look at there. Larson and Lowe leading the way. Gibbemeyer not far behind, now 7 of 13. Out of that middle blocker spot, whole bunch of back slides coming at Team Orange. It is Dominican Republic Independence Day today, February 27th for Betania de la Cruz. How do Betty and Team Orange get back on track now in the 3rd set?
Oh man, they have to continue and sustain the level of energy they had at the beginning. It's a tall order right now. You know, they had to change some things, right? We talked about that early, fill in some pieces, maneuver some things around. They're looking more comfortable. They're definitely looking more comfortable. They have to find ways to score in transition. As soon as they dig the ball, they're getting balls up. They have to score in transition and just handle the ball a little bit better. All
right, fans, if you want to own a piece of Athletes Unlimited history with the first ever Topps trading card set for professional volleyball, the limited edition sets feature all 45 athletes plus additional cards about the league. Also, randomly inserted serial numbered parallels, including player autographs and gold 1-of-1s. Sets are available to purchase now through April 2nd at Topps.com. This is the only opportunity to purchase this unique collectible. Get yours today. Look at some of the cards there. Cassie Lickman, Deja McClendon, Shayla Castro. So many different ways for you, the fan, to be a part of Athletes Unlimited. You want to join that Unlimited club and vote for MVP at the end of this one. Same matchup we had in the first set, row 1 versus Deja McClendon serving, and that is ripped for a winner by Jordan Larson. And Selena Rockwell is back up in the booth with me.
Oh man, and seeing it from this vantage point, watching Jordan Larson dig that hard cross-court ball, that's what we're talking about. She digs the ball, transitions out in that same play, hits it hard cross-court.
Aaron Durant on Twitter, Volleyball Live.
Woo-hoo!
I agree.
That's awesome.
I had that reaction when I was watching the scrimmages live a few days ago. Hadn't seen it in too long. Overpass killed. Gibbemeyer collects another.
Number 6, Lauren Gibbemeyer with kill 1, Team Sybeldon.
Lauren Gibbemeyer, her dog Piccolo Milo, he's Italian. He has his own Instagram, and no one has access. Not Lauren, not us, not anybody.
You were trying hard to get in. She's like, yeah, no, it's private. I mean, I can make it public if you want.
I requested the follow, but she said I don't even have the password to the account.
She didn't know what was going on.
So great, I get no Piccolo Milo in my life. I don't know, I haven't seen him here. There's 10 other dogs at least. The players allowed to bring their animals, 10 dogs, 2 cats.
There are a lot of animals here, and I don't think I've seen him either.
I want to see him.
I know you do.
He's here.
We'll figure that out.
I'm going to find Pico Lamilo, and we're going to get a selfie together.
So it looked like that ball was set just past the antenna. Sheridan Atkinson was reaching for it, trying to bring it back into play.
I think right now, if I'm Bree King, I'm trying to keep the ball inside the antenna. I've seen a lot outside that left side antenna.
And that gets tricky. I mean, you know as a hitter, it's really hard when they're taking their approach and they're working on getting inside the court here a little bit. Now the question is, did that ball go outside the antenna, over the antenna, or inside, right? Over and out is out. So that looks like what is being challenged at this point.
Glad to see some teams tuning in to Tecumseh High School volleyball, watching on Twitter. Yeah, I hope the young fans tune into this, get a chance to see so many different player combinations, such a wealth of difference, too. You can see anyone from just out of college all the way to what it looks like when you've been doing it forever, like Jordan Larson, and you're a medalist, multi-time medalist. There's a lot to be learned for young players, and just enjoy it. Forget learning, just have a good time.
We need people to continue to spread the word because it's so important. It's so important for young athletes to see this level of volleyball in our country.
Can I get an emoji explosion over there or something out of your back?
I don't know. Let me see if I can.
Can you throw something on the screen? There you go.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my, wow.
You poured them all over. I just wanted a couple. He dumped them all over our broadcast.
Oh, boy. See, I'm afraid to touch this thing, but yeah, there you go. I hit the alien button, and that happened. I don't know what's going on.
The alien button looked different earlier. I don't know. That was every emoji we had. I'm not sure if it's empty or not. All right, 3-0, purple. (4-0). Yep. That ball touched out of bounds. Jordan Larson will collect another kill. I like Orange's celebration, but there is the replay system, and Jordan gives that knowing look.
That's right. She knew it as soon as it happened. And again, Team Purple just getting a lot more quality swings.
Another tough serve. That ball chipped long. Not the start you were looking for if you're wearing orange. So the magic number for the match victory is 59. Oh, that ball looked like it was in. I'm going to throw a challenge on that one. Not happening.
I don't know. It was close, but I saw it out. You're the one that, what do you have, astigmatism? What's that called?
Astigmatism?
Yeah.
Hey, don't tell everyone.
I think that's
a HIPAA violation. Yeah, the barn eye, if you watch Olympic volleyball, notoriously horrible. De La Cruz. Jordan Larson too tight, pushes it through anyway. Left-handed into the block and down.
I mean, it's almost not fair at times. She's so good at what she does. And I tell you, that whole play started, though, with Rosado handling that jump serve. You know, Betty De La Cruz is ripping that jump serve. Rosado comes in, just handles it well. And that's what allows them to score.
Sheridan Atkinson continues her play, converting over 55%, just straight percentage. Low again, into the net. So going negative, that leaderboard will be changing.
She wants that one back. You see, after she took that swing, she kind of was like, oh, what am I doing? Where am I going with that ball? Definitely wants it again. I might go back to her.
Jordan Larson is actually now in the lead. As we look at Sheridan Atkinson on the ISO. McClendon keeps that one alive, just barely. Do you go to Atkinson? Yes, you do. Off the hands and out of bounds. Sometimes it's a simple game.
It is a simple game. It can be. mean, McClendon flying into the stands, well, into the bench to make that play. Unbelievable, but sending that ball over. Opportunity to get it to Sheridan, and you get it to her.
And they serve following it up. 5-6. Give you a look at the updated leaderboard. It's the individual points, as well as team points there. 204 total for Jordan Larson right now. You see how it gets carried by those team points. De La Cruz right on the back line. We've seen flashes from Orange. Now we're looking for sustained fire.
Needs sustained fire. They have to extend leads, stretch it out just a little bit better.
Do you have any fire over there? Can you give them some fire or something?
I have hearts.
That might help.
Yeah,
throw them on there. Press them. Put them all over.
Oh boy.
There's one. Crocker with the dig. Larson with the overpass kill.
Number 10, Jordan Larson with the kill. Point Team Sybeldon.
There it is at the net. Nice swing, clearing that net. Be sure not to hit it on the way down on that tight overpass.
So it was 5-0, remember that. Team Orange has rallied quickly. Mans, you see that right up underneath the block.
Waiting for it.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
That's peas and carrots right there. Kaylee Mans. Carstallone is shut down. Stalzer, the former middle.
It's a huge block by Stalzer at the right time. I mean, those are the plays they need to make, and they have the ability to do it. Like I said before, I mean, I think Team Orange will find it. They're going to find their groove, and when everyone's firing on all cylinders, I mean, this is a good team. It's a really good team.
Good pass from McClendon. Pounded through the block by Sybeldon. We've talked a lot about Gibbemeyer. Sybeldon, that'll be her 4th kill on 7 attempts. So not as many attempts, but almost equally efficient.
Yeah, she's been super steady and available. That's what I like about her. She's up and ready no matter where that ball's passed. And they have trust to fire that ball in there.
Rise Volleyball in Idaho, we see you. Ace service there. Kaylee Mans is killing fools with that serve. Oh, that was Jordan.
That was Jordan.
Oh, I thought that was Kaylee. She's just running the ball down. And that's another +12, so Jordan Larson will extend her lead in the individual points. Nice dig. More positive points for number 10. Ripped down the line for McClendon.
Number 18, Deja McClendon with the kill. Point Team Sybeldon.
Is Deja McClendon separating herself a little bit in this match in terms of the draft at the end of the weekend?
I mean, that's what you look at. Like, what are people doing right now? What is their all-around contribution to this win? I mean, that's what's so important. Of course, they need a score, but she can do it all, and that's what keeps them in play and in the match.
That time she stopped. Points cometh, points taken away.
And it happens fast, man. And Team Orange has the ability, they can block both Nia Grant, Corey Crocker. They do a really nice job at the net. They can play defense. Again, converting.
I think there'll be a focus on serve and pass for Orange tomorrow morning.
For sure.
De La Cruz into the take.
Point Team Sybeldon.
So 11-8.
Checking in for Team Sybeldon, number 6, Lauren Gibbemeyer.
Overall in the hands of purple, but remember, 40 points still up for grabs, as well as individual points in this third set. Every set matters. Nice handle by McClendon and the put away by Lowe. Thank you to our presenting court partner, Geico. Get behind Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. The inaugural season from Dallas, Kevin Barnett alongside Selima Rockwell for the next 5 weeks.
It's a good time. We're lucky to be here.
Absolutely. Been in market for more than a week. Now inside the shield. And that ball is served long.
Service error, point Team Kane.
Are you thinking about that as a player? If you serve long, are you like, oh?
I mean, I think at a certain point when you know you're playing well and you're feeling it and you're like, okay, we're winning, I'm scoring X amount of points on my own, and then you make an error, you're like, oh man, I didn't need that. Where am I now? You might be thinking it.
Remember, an ace is worth 12, an error is -8. That was nearly 12 there. Just on the line for Bree King. That's the one you hold your breath.
I was like, don't hit it out. Please, Bree, don't hit it out.
A kill is worth +8, so Bree picks up 8 there as the setter. An error is -12, so that's a 20-point swing from error to kill. Perfect pass +2, get aced -12. A dig is +5, a block is +12. You can see how Jordan Larson is amassing points here. Service aces, kills, digs, blocks. She's been putting a whole bunch of scores on the sheet. Blair's been doing a lot of that.
I'll tell you, that's such a big time swing. When you have a double block that's there, it's waiting, hands in front of you. She could just hit off the top of those hands with power.
Number 15, Nia Grant, and number 40.
All right, Holly Tolliver, who came in to serve, checks back out, so Nia Grant will be back when Morris gets back to the front row. Another block for Purple and another one for Gibbemeyer.
Well, what you're going to see with Gibbemeyer, I mean, she's doing a good job reading the setter. She fronts, she's already in position, leaving Deja there one-on-one. She's already right in front of her hitter where she needs to be to block that ball.
Another high ball to De La Cruz. And the set for the win.
The set from a high contact point right in the donut.
Now serving for Team King.
So you just go over the top. Just a little bit too far for McClendon to play and a little too shallow for Rosado.
14-11 hanging in there for the set victory. Staying within range. Saw a couple of runs out of Orange in the last set. They're certainly capable of running it right back over the top of Purple. NVA pops it up. Pipe to pipe. Stalzer with the kill.
Nice swing by Stalzer. I like that speed on that ball, but it's the back row attack. When you have balls that are passed off the net, you still can stay in system with your back row attackers. I mean, that's a huge advantage.
Another good touch. Stalzer with the defense. Sheridan Atkinson, not on me. Back row kill for Karstelo. But again, a long rally. Orange fighting.
I mean, they're not going to go away, and they can't go away. I mean, this is a month-long, 5-week-long season, and everything counts and everything matters. Everyone knows their own individual points, their team, their set wins, a match win is important. No one's going to slow down here.
Good. That pass just off from Stalzer and net contact from Bree King. That's Deja McClendon with that serve, and McClendon is like GME right now. Her stock is rising.
It really is.
Take a look at our Geico leaderboard, an update on the personal points and the team points overall that have been accumulated. This is the story you're going to want to follow here at Athletes Unlimited. Jordan Larson is running away a bit with this. It's a very efficient performance from her thus far.
Well, it is, and like you mentioned before, I mean, she's doing everything well. She's serving tough, so she's got a couple aces. She's scoring well. Of course, those are big points. She's not getting blocked. She's digging a lot of balls and passing dimes. I mean, so you add those to the set win. I mean, that it's going to add up pretty fast, and that's what you're doing is just chipping away at points. and that's why she's in the lead right now.
Bree King in there at 9th has a strong passion for volleyball, and that's led to her excitement of playing for Athletes Unlimited, something she's dreamed about since being a little girl. Let's check in with Bree.
I'm excited to play for Athletes Unlimited because it's every North American volleyball player's dream to play professionally in North America. And I'm from Canada, but we are really closely tied with USA Volleyball and just like a common heart behind what we're doing. And I think that's what stuck out to me right from the get-go, is just how passionate everyone involved is with what we're trying to accomplish. And I just imagine being like a 12-year-old girl and seeing this happen and being like, holy, like I don't have to go to Europe. Maybe one day I could play in this league. That kind of just changes the whole game and development of the sport in US and Canada.
Fans, if you want to get even closer to the game, join the Unlimited Club for free and select your favorite player, unlock special access, additional content, and more. Looking for even more? Upgrade your membership, support the league for a whole year of behind-the-scenes access, and join the players in voting for game MVPs. Learn more about the Unlimited Club by visiting auprosports.com and clicking Unlimited Club in the upper right. Yeah, get in on this now. Deja McClendon in the midst of an outstanding debut. Atkinson also spectacular.
There's that fast ball they've been working on and trying to find that rhythm all night, and that's the one. Got the rhythm right. Set was perfect. You see her already taking off before the setter even has the ball. It's on it fast and high. Impossible to stop.
14th kill for the Boilermaker. Tough one on McClendon. That is saved. Man stuck in the left front. Right over the top for a good choice, but it's wide.
That's a tough swing to miss when you have a matchup like that. You have the setter staying on the left side of the court, has to block over there. Bree King does a nice job finding it. Atkinson just missed wide.
Team Orange clicks off 14. They still trail by 3.
Serving for Team King, number 77, Corey Crawford.
Right back on the head of Larson.
Atkinson just seals the net. You see her hands press completely over the plane of the net, and Larson hits right into it.
There's that turn and face again from Mans, and that'll be a double contact. No argument there.
And anytime that ball's coming middle of the court or from zone 1 and she's tight to the net, she keeps her back to the net, and this is where I want to set the ball. She turns, faces, and sets the slide. It's a little unusual, but you see that a lot internationally. You see a lot of setters do that.
Trying to get Atkinson going again. That one with a soft. A little touch over the block.
Hey, I love the way Sheridan Atkinson's playing right now. She's trying to rally her team, lead by example, lead by play, but rallying, firing, clapping her hands, getting them going.
Good touch from Stalzer. A net violation on that. Oh, over. Even better.
Yeah, setter was back row. Yeah, setter was back row. The ball was tight across the plane. Again, you're going to see in this rotation where they stack all the hitters on the left side. You'll see her just jump above the plane of the net, being a back row setter.
Yeah, I think she got the net too, to boot.
So Lowe will go ahead and make her move across the court.
Winner there for Nia Grant. Did you want some fire?
I want fire. I like fire. There it is. There's some fire and overpass. Nice swing. Team Orange fired up, having the opportunity to get this set and a set win for 40 points.
Back-to-back national champion during her collegiate career, Nia Grant. Low, good touch. You hear all the calls. Sheridan Atkinson wanted it.
Number 16, Sheridan.
Now they're feeling the flow.
Now you're hearing it. You're hearing the players talking to each other.
I'm waiting for the bull dance.
Working it. Working it.
We have a challenge. We'll wait to see what is being challenged by Team Purple on that point. Would have been 19-18 as called, the lead for Team King, who, if you just joined us, is looking to pick up their first set victory. They trailed 50-33 after 2. No over there. Left foot is short.
No, she definitely was not over.
And that is the call. In real time, too, I wondered the same thing.
It was close. It was really, it looked close for sure, but that's pretty quick. I think they should come away with that pretty quick.
Sheridan stretched out, put that one away with some aplomb. 19-18. Looking for 40 points, looking for their first set victory. The overall has already gone to Team Sybeldon. This is the only opportunity to pick up any team points at all for Team King. They're down 2-0, have lost the overall, but every action counts. Stalls are off the block. Well done.
Very well done. Starts from the dig from Namaris. She's back there waiting for it. Skips, kind of rattles through the block of Nia Grant. She handles the ball well, and stalls are coming through with the high hands.
How about Tama Miyashiro's Team Orange here? Team King, captained by Bree King. They were down 5-0 to start this third set. They stayed that time in row 1, did not run all the way to the other side.
That's a good look by you. I mean, that's the thing. You have to move people around, try to figure out, all right, what can we change in this rotation? We got to do something different because we've lost 2, 3, maybe 4 points in a row. You got to mix something up, and that's a nice change for them.
Larson to the line. Speaking of change, she goes to the left side. Been having success on that right side. Already Jordan Larson with 2 aces, 3 total for Team Purple. Team Sybeldon has the other 1. Atkinson working off the block. Nice pop up there by Dahlia Linz. And that one is touched and then out of bounds.
Number 18, Keisha McClendon with the kill. Point, Team Sybeldon.
Larson's ability to just dime a perfect set from no matter where the ball is on the court. That's the experience. That's what makes her one of the best players in the world.
That's McClendon's 4th kill. Stalls are getting high seam. No one can get there for a second contact.
Number 29, Lindsay Stalzer with the kill. Point, Team King.
I can see why Stalzer went to outside hitter.
Well, man, I mean, she's got a wicked arm. I can see why she could be a middle because it's so fast, but she's high, she's quick off the top of the block. I can see it too.
McClendon misses. McClendon tried to sell it.
She was looking for it. She's not super convinced herself, maybe. I'm not sure. No, she knows.
Timeout will be called by Joe Trinzi and Team Sybeldon. 22-20, Team Orange still looking for a set win. I want to thank our presenting court partner, Geico, for their support of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. Let's take a look at our Geico defensive play of the game. There it is, getting the hand underneath it. Dalian Lynn's Rosado.
That's hard to do. You got to be low to the ground, waiting for it. Unbelievable coverage play there by Rosado.
Speaking of getting low, finished off by Karsta Lowe.
There it is.
Now the liberos are not left out of the point scoring here. There aren't as many negatives for the libero position. There's a lot of opportunity for positive.
There are a lot of opportunities, and Rosado's on there on the leaderboard. We saw Clark, of course, is one of the captains coming into this weekend, so it's absolutely possible. They all have ways that they can score and get on the leaderboard.
Sheridan Atkinson, the top player from the Orange squad from Team King, in there at 7th. Those win points making a big deal. 80 of them so far counted in for Team Sybeldon.
And that's where you look at Atkinson at 7th. If she had those team wins, that's a big, big difference.
Another block for purple. Sybeldon all alongside Lowe. Sybeldon looks comfortable in purple.
She does.
She had to be stoked that was the color. When she was named captain, had to be exciting that the one time Washington Husky would remain in her school colors.
So she's captain, she's got the purple, she got the promotion, she got the hair.
It's all working. Teresa Grant is trying to will her way for an Orange victory here in the 3rd set. Lots of fans checking in on social. AUProsports.com. AU Pro Sports across social is where you want to be. We have one more match coming up tonight. We'll be on Fox Sports 2. That'll be 7 p.m. local time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Holly Tolliver. Well, Jordan Larson just ate that one up, and Gibbemeyer scores the points. 23-22, keeping it close. We'll go double sub, it looks like here.
Yep.
Checking in, Kelly Hunter, number 52, out of Papillion, Nebraska. Graduated Nebraska in 2017. And Alex Holston will also check in on New Orleans. First time Alex has taken the floor, left-handed. Must have 2 left-handed opposites.
It is nice. It's different. It's a challenge to block.
Setter continuity for Team Purple.
I like it.
Larson with the stab. McClendon puts it away down the line. And you're wondering on subs, this is not the NCAA. There are not participation trophies. It is 6 subs per set.
Those are some sweet swings by McClendon. She's hitting that ball, it's deep. It's not hard and down right in front of the defender. She's hitting that ball kind of flat and deep to that area of the court, and it's hard to play with your hands.
23 apiece. Was it off the hands? Yes, it was. High snap from Rebecca De La Cruz, who's no stranger to big blocks.
And that's what De La Cruz does so well. On a ball that's off the net, she knows exactly what she's looking for. Immediately, as soon as that ball hits her hand and she swings, she's pointing at the blocker that touched the ball.
Set point for Orange, looking for 40 team points. Bree King at the line. They block low for it. 25-23, the final in the 3rd. 40 team points go the way of Orange. And it's Corey Crocker who's going to get a big fat plus for that stuff ball.
25-23. With that set win, everyone on Team King takes home 40
Go Go ahead and throw a plus 12 on there along with the plus 40 for Corey Crocker, as each player will get a plus 40. That'll make a huge difference on the leaderboard.
It's a huge difference. I mean, we talked about someone like Sheridan Atkinson, who at that point was in 7th place. Now she adds 40, and that's going to scoot her up a little bit. So that's why the team wins, the set wins,